Hello, this is part 2 of opening Zigzag Fitness and Dance Studios, and I realised after editing the last video that I gave absolutely no context as to what this was, who I am, what I'm doing. So hi, my name's Kate and I'm trying to open a fitness and dance studio to benefit the local community and make everyone healthier and happier. The first video I made in January, it is now April and heaps of stuff has happened, so I'm just going to talk you through some of that. As mentioned in the first video, I'm working with the local council and getting business advice and help from a lovely man called Stephen Kane, sometimes referred to as Citizen Kane in my own home because that's funnier. Sent me a really nice basic form of a business template, like a business plan, and it was really boring and generic, and I've jazzed it up a little bit, and I'm pretty confident you could find a business template anywhere online. My partner also had a different template for me, so I went with Stephen's this time. This is just like a list of the things that you would expect to find in a business template or a business plan. We have executive summaries, just a little paragraph, really quick and short about what your business is, what it does, and what's the point. Background and history, it's all about you, or all about me in this case. So I've written down everything, like my qualifications, my experience, why I want to do it, just the heart and soul behind the whole thing, which, you know, I tried not to get too gushy, but I'm gonna get a little bit gushy. It's a little bit of a gushy topic. Legal structure is it's a really tricky area, and I'm still not 100% up to speed on what all of this actually means, but I feel like I'm just gonna learn as I go. So it says here that I'll continue to operate as a sole trader. The business will all just be sort of me and run through me. I also have a UTR. For anyone who's freelance, you'll know that that's a unique tax reference, and Stephen was really happy, so pat on the back that I had that myself. So that's kind of like my own tax code. And it also says that the studio will only register for VAT after I've started trading. So that gives me a couple of months to like breathe before I have to learn what VAT is and what it means, because products and services, yay! This is just about what I do. What will I do? What's the product? What's the service? This was actually one of the funnest parts for me, because I'll have so many different subcategories within the studio. So I've got my adult fitness, pre and postnatal, ladies, proper babies, like toddlers, music and dance, and after school clubs for kids, older adults stuff. Everyone in the family is catered to, from babies right through your life up until your older age, and making sure that you're still mobile, because I'm very passionate about those things. We talk about premises, which sucks because it's kind of the bane of my life right now, but I'll tell you about that later. And then we get on to the financial bit, which I'm going to show you just briefly. So ta-da! This is actually one that my partner Jack, because this is very much his realm of stuff of life. He's very clever, and this is something that he helped make for me, because you can get these cash flow templates from anywhere, and Stephen did message me one, but something doesn't look right. Like, if it doesn't look right for me, I just can't use it. I think most people are the same. Like, I'm pretty dyslexic, so there's just something about the way that something's laid out. It either speaks to me or it doesn't. I can work with it or I can't. I can look at this and actually read it and make sense of it. So this has changed 100 times and probably will continue to change, because it's all based on estimates. This is everything from the day I open to the end of my first year, what I think I'm going to spend and what I think I'm going to earn on a piece of paper. So it's pretty important. So this has helped me to kind of get to grips with how much money I'm going to earn and like the level of shoestring I'm on. Hooray! In this time I've also made a website. Boom! So I made a website and set that up, and I have an email address now too for this ZigZag.Studio.co.uk. It's not very much on there now, but it is there and it's ready. So that's really cool. Luckily for me, my brother is a lecturer at Huddersfield University in design, and I asked him if he would kindly ask one of his first or second year students to help me out in branding myself and all the different subcategories of the business to have their own logos. So like the toddlers classes, the ZZ minis can have their own little t-shirts with their own little logo on it. So he put me in touch with a second year called Toby, who is an absolute dream, and I've been emailing him back and forward with loads of ideas about what the branding is going to look like, and together we are doing that. So it's really exciting to be Toby's first proper paying client. So, hi Toby. doing a great job. Just a quick word on premises. This is really boring and really disheartening. What you may or may not know about commercial property is that all commercial properties are licensed to be what they are, and they all come in categories. So the category for the studio, or a studio, is called a D2. And things that are D2s are like theatres, museums, gyms, dance halls, cinemas. They all come under D2. Like A1 is a shop and A2 is an office, like for example. So where in my little head I thought, oh, I'll just find a shop front and turn it into a gym. That's not how it works, because that shop front is licensed to be a shop and a shop only. To change the categorisation takes a really long time and a lot of money, and landlords don't do it. So D2 is a no-go, people. You're not going to find it. I have a sort of two-pronged attack at this of what I'm going to do. One is there's a property over in Rotherhithe and it's awesome. The building's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Like, I would love to have it, but it's huge and I don't know what they want for it money-wise. Two is that in Elephant and Castle they are just throwing up blocks of flats left, right and centre. There are just new builds everywhere. So I'm hoping is if I call all these new buildy people and be like, hey, what are you going to do with the ground floor? So most of the flats, the ground floors are going to be shops. So they're either going to be shops or offices, and then above that is where the flats will be. If I can sweet talk somebody into letting me have one of those ground floor lots first, then we can like categorise it as a D2 from the beginning, and then the whole thing will work. So that's my idea. I don't know if it will work. I don't know if that's a thing. Just make it up as I go along, but that's what I'm going to do. And then it's great because all the people who are going to come to my studio and I'm going to train are going to live upstairs. Business sense. I overheard it. Okay, so that's an update on the business plan and the website and the branding and trying to find a premises, and we'll talk more about funding later because, as Stephen says, I need to find a premises before I can find funding. If you have any questions, please ask me, grab me on Facebook or Instagram, or email me, or check out my website, or check out the studio's website and